Welcome to the Mochi Market. Now. Welcome back to Cryptowise. My name is Marvin.
And my name is Milton, and we're a couple of wise guys talking crypto.
Talking crypto is right. We've got a jam-packed episode for you guys today. Absolutely amazing. We have a very special guest as well. Her name is Sophia, and she is the CEO and founder of Mochi. You're going to learn a lot about it today, so stay tuned. We're talking everything crypto. Bitcoin is in critical condition. There are some major moves that need to happen. Will she wake up and recover, or is she headed back down? We're going to talk about that today. We're talking altcoins. Stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. Please do us a huge favor and subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button. Help those YouTube algorithms bring Cryptowise to the top where we belong. Smash that like button. If you're watching us on YouTube on your phone, simply click the X on the chat so that you can smash the like and then open the live chat. Just so everyone knows, our live chats are open, so are our super chats. And when we're doing an interview, you're able to ask questions as well. So stay tuned for that. Milton, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, Marv. Enjoying the weekend discounts. So I've been buying up some, buying up. There's all you can do in a market like this is buy your favorite coins because, the discounts continue this weekend. But I'm doing good. How are you doing, Marv?
I'm doing good. You know, it's been a fragile weekend. There was a lot of talk about what's going to happen, so I want to talk about that. We got a lot of you in here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to smash that like button. Polygo, how are you? Exodus, Boris, what up, my friend? Sierra, Paris City, Cosmos, how are you doing? Audrey, thank you. Welcome back. Adano Yio. Mochi Market, thank you for being here. We're very excited to be interviewing Sophia, the CEO and founder of Mochi, on this episode, so make sure to stay tuned for that. If you don't already, please do us a huge favor and follow us on Twitter. For all those tweeters, those twaps, we want to make sure that you're following us to get our real-time Twitter updates. We're talking a lot on Twitter at Cryptowise Guys. That's at Cryptowise Guys, as well as our Telegram group, Cryptowise Official. You can see the links at the bottom right there. So make sure to follow us on Telegram. Jumping right in, the market has been fragile. We've seen some massive pumps, some massive dumps over the last 48 hours. Bitcoin is currently sitting at $35,366. Ethereum at $2,360. If you guys have been watching, which I hope you have, I hope you've got your full-time big boy pants on and you've been watching what's happening. We had some dumps last night and some solid recovery early this morning all across the board, and some more dumping is happening now, so stay tuned and pay attention. Cardano at $1.61. Our BNB $322. It is recovering a bit. Our beloved Polkadot at $19.99. It seems like it's a retail discount right now. It's almost like you're at Walmart and they've put it on sale at $19.99. Wow, what a discount on Polkadot. and Uniswap 2432. We've got a lot of things happening here, Milt. The market is all over the map. People are still scared. We haven't seen this much fear in the market ever yet this entire run. People are waiting to find out what's going to happen. Bitcoin is all over the map, and everything is kind of tied to this right now. Watching Bitcoin move up and watch the alts pump, watching Bitcoin move down slightly, and the alts are dumping. So there's a lot of coordination happening with respect to Bitcoin and the altcoins, especially the ones that we're watching here, Milt.
Definitely. And yeah, we're going to be talking about what we think, what our next moves are, what to do, how to engage with a market like this, especially when you got the fear index. I don't know if you ever look at this fear and greed index that's out there, Marv, of Bitcoin. It's at 10 right now, which is, I think, an all-time low, all-time high for fear, all-time low for greed. And you know what they say? Buy when others are fearful, sell when others are greedy. So I don't know. We're going to talk about whether that's true or not, whether people should be doing that. But I'm so psyched. I want to say hello to the MOMA Mochi market fans out there that are joining us today. If you're just coming to Cryptowise for the first time, make sure you subscribe before you go. I'm excited to talk to Sophia. This is a project that we did a video, or I did a video on a while back. So for those of you who don't know what Mochi is or Mochi Market, make sure you go into our old video archives, find my video on Mochi Market. But I'm excited to talk to Sophia and see what the updates and stuff are. So yeah, our first live interview, Marv. Are you excited about this? Are you nervous, or what's going
on? Nervous? No, I'm super excited. Sophia's got an amazing project. They're doing some incredible things, and so I'm super excited to bring them on. I hope our whole community is excited too. We've got some awesome giveaways too, guys. Just an FYI, there's some exciting giveaways during this show, so you don't want to leave here. You want to stay tuned for this. No, she's super intelligent. The only thing I'm nervous about is we're having, as usual, Milt, we're having some technical difficulties, and so we might have a little bit of latency on the video. I'm hoping that's not the case, but we'll do our best.
Well, that's the trademark. That's the Cryptowise trademark, is technical difficulties. That's what sets us apart. That's how people know they're at Cryptowise, you know? We have some technical difficulties.
We always
whoa! Don't show them.
Whoa!
He's too early. You're showing them the goods too early. What do you say, Marv? Should we bring Sophia in here? Should we? I know people are excited. They want to win some MOMA.
And everyone wants to win that sweet, sweet MOMA. I want to win some MOMA. Am I allowed to play too?
I guess. I mean, if you've got time to comment and run the show at the same time, I guess you could win, because the way people win, okay, everyone listen up, listen closely, bring your ears close to the speaker there. The way you're going to win MOMA today, very simple. Sophia, okay, we're going to be picking 3 winners, okay? We're going to interview Sophia. At the end of Sophia's interview, she's going to pick 2 winners. This is how you get to win. Ask Sophia a question. Okay. Anyone who asks a question is eligible, or make a comment on this video and you are eligible. And I'm going to give you a hint. Okay. Because Sophia is going to be picking the winners. I would veer towards making a comment that is pretty pro Mochi. Okay. Because I have a feeling Sophia is going to want the positive Mochi comments. But you never know. You never know which.
Can we add a category to that? So I know there's those 2. Can there be a pro Marvin comment? If people are talking about how sexy Marvin's voice is, can that be added into the equation, or is that out of line?
Well, that brings me to the third. Well, okay, so this is how it's going to work. 2 people are going to be chosen by Sophia before she leaves us. Okay, we're going to interview Sophia. At the end of that interview, she's going to pick 2 winners. But here's the wild card, Marv. We're going to pick another winner, a 3rd winner, at the end of today's show. And you and I are going to pick that winner.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So if they say some good Marvin comments, and it's going to, they're going to be eligible. And maybe we'll see if we pick them or not.
All right. Well, this is very exciting.
3 people. This is exciting because 3 people are going to be leaving today's show with 200 MOMA.
I don't think we've ever done this. Have we ever done something as sweet as this?
No. This is going to be the greatest episode of Cryptowise of all time. Wow. I mean, you're going to have 3 people leaving with this sweet MOMA. which is the token of this great project Mochi. So I think it's time. I think we should bring Sophia on, get her to tell
Yeah,
us more
absolutely.
about Mochi. What do you think, Marv?
I think it's time. Sophia, are you with us?
Yes, and I'm really super excited.
Thank you so much for being here, Sophia. I do apologize if there is any latency for the viewers out there. I wanted everyone to see, to get a chance to see you while we hear from you, and I will also bring up some screens as we talk.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. Very lovely to be here.
Great to have you on, Sophia. I just want to introduce you to the audience. So this is Sophia Ho. She's the co-founder and CEO of Mochi Market. So Sophia, I did make a video on the channel about Mochi, but for those people who are new, who didn't see that video, why don't you just give us a quick rundown of what is Mochi? What is Mochi?
All right, Mochi Market is a product of Mochi Lab. Mochi Lab is a team that looks to solve the problem in non-fungible token space to foster the growth and development of non-fungible token industry. So Mochi Market is envisioned to be a multi-chain, decentralized exchange ecosystem for non-fungible token. We're looking at solving some particular problems, such as the custom usage of non-fungible token of different blockchains, monetization of non-fungible token, and of course the liquidity problem of non-fungible token. Very, very short introduction. I don't want to take my very research 10 minutes to talk so much about the problem we are solving, but want to make it a very interactive section with our community. So let's do the following. If you guys are okay with that, I would like to have the community, to ask the community some questions, okay? And whoever answer the questions there and I will pick them with the videos. How about that? But by the way, Martin and Marvin, I think you guys are disqualified to participate in this section. You guys are insiders.
All right, fair enough. That's fair. What do you think of that, Milt? Is that all right with you?
Yeah. All right. That's fair. I mean, we would love to have some MoMA, but no, we want our viewers to win the MoMA today. Yeah. So you have a question for our viewers today. How many questions are you going to throw out there, Sophia? Let's hear the first question you have. Okay, let's hear the first question.
So the first one is what non-fungible token that you guys are having? Please comment here.
What's the question, Milt?
Is the question, what non-fungible token do they have?
Correct.
Okay, great. So if you're watching the show today,
if they have non-fungible token, can they comment in here the non-fungible token that they are owning?
Yeah. Okay. So if you're watching the show today, in the comments, let us know what non-fungible token you own, and you will be eligible to win some MoMA. All right. What's your second question for the audience, Sophia? Let's give them some time.
The second question is, okay, now let's say you have some Solana non-fungible token, right? What do you do with that non-fungible token in, let's say, in Ethereum blockchain or in Binance Smart Chain?
Okay, so let me see if I get this question right. So if you have a non-fungible token, what do you do with it? What are you doing with it on the Ethereum chain, and what are you doing with it on the Binance Smart Chain? Is that the question?
Exactly. Yeah. So that will come to the problem that we are solving. This is custom usage, right? So now, if you own the non-fungible token with PEP, with Binance Smart Chain standard, which is a PEP 1155 or a PEP 721, which is they have equivalent standard on Ethereum as well. We can't do anything between these different blockchains. So this is the problem that Mochi Market is looking to solve. We will build a bridge to connect the non-fungible token between different chains. So card chain usage is one of the biggest problems that non-fungible token industry is facing. This is we are looking to solve.
Okay, so let me get this straight, because I'm kind of new to non-fungible tokens, so this is kind of perfect for me to learn as well. So if I buy a non-fungible token, I actually do have a couple of them. But if I have it, say, on Ethereum, I can't send it right now. I can't send it to Binance Smart Chain, and you're going to build a bridge for me to be able to do that.
Yes, right now you cannot. So let's say
Okay.
now you have Ethereum non-vote token, ERC, yeah, ERC 721, for example. Now you can only exchange these non-vote token on Ethereum platforms. You cannot do
Right.
anything with them on Binance Smart Chain, on Solana, on Polkadot, right? So what we are doing at Mochi Market is to create a bridge, to bridge the non-vote token from Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum to Solana to Polkadot and so on, and vice versa. That's the first
I like it.
problem
I like
that
it.
we
I
are
like it.
solving.
So, okay, this is great. And right now you're building on Ethereum and on Binance Smart Chain. And I think you said that the next one is going to be Polygon. Is that right?
Yeah, so our first product is already live on Binance Smart Chain, testnet for now, and the mainnet is gonna be live on next week. Yeah, the week is 2nd of June. The next product is gonna be on Polygon. Polygon has a very strong ecosystem for non-fungible tokens, especially in non-fungible token games, and this is where we want to be. We already have a partnership with Polygons, and they also support us with the marketing and connecting with other non-fungible token projects as well. Our next product will be on Polkadot. I saw that you guys has a lot of video on Polkadot. We really love Polkadot, and we have very good relationship with Blazem. Blazem is one of the strongest candidates for the parachain on Polkadot, and with Blazem, we are not only building on them, we also have a partner to develop some non-fungible token for them as well, and doing the airdrop
Oh, I
for the
like that.
community, which we will now with you guys very quickly. So that's the Polkadot version of our products, but we're also looking at other popular chains as well, such as Solana and Nia, because I think we think that they are very interesting, and these chains are very difficult to build, and our team has a very strong technical skill set, and we think that if we develop our product on the chain, which is not easy to copy, we have the competitive advantages as well. And of course, it's going to have to be good for our user, because we are a very user-centric project.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, no, love to hear that you're working with Plasm and that you have a Polkadot strategy. That you have to have a Polkadot strategy if you're going to be on Cryptowise. That's for sure. So
Yes.
I have a question for
So
you
that's
going back. I want to go
all
back. I
right.
want to hear a little bit about how you got into crypto. So when did you first get into crypto? And then what was the inspiration for you personally to start Mochi? And how did your team come together? How did you know your team before? And how did you guys start Mochi?
Oh, I think that's 4 questions, not one. But I like the question. So yes, thanks for asking this question. I like to tell this story with our community as well. Personally, I have a background in accounting and finance, and spent the first 10 years of my career in consulting and finance, doing some boring consulting stuff. But I think it's good foundation for entrepreneurship, and especially for startup. I broke into crypto spring 2017. The first ICO season, not IDO, not IEO, but ICO, initial coin offering, and started out with doing consulting for other startups as advisor and consultants. And between 2017 and 2021, which is this year, I had a couple of businesses, not really startup, but traditional businesses in crypto space, consulting, and also media businesses. And I met my team March. I still remember the day that we talked. It was 1st of March, and we clicked immediately. They are a technical team, is very strong technically. They have been building their projects, blockchain products on many different chains, and won a lot of hackathons, building things on Cosmo, on Ethereum, on Binance Smart Chain, and on Chainlink, etc. In February 2021, they won a third prize in Binance Smart Chain Hackathon. The future is now, for building a non-fungible token marketplace on Binance Smart Chain, and they wanted to develop this product. So we talked and we clicked immediately, and we found Mochi Lab together because we want to build many different products, not only Mochi Market, but right now we are focusing on Mochi Markets as our first product. We were looking at different problems that the market was facing when we when we formed the team and decided to build something in non-fungible token space together. And we figured that cost gain duties is one of the biggest problem that the space is facing, that we want to build a solution for that. The second thing is liquidity is another problem. And the third thing is the monetization problem of a non-fungible token, which I would like to share. If you guys have some more time for me as well, we just started with only the first problem with the cost and duties. But yeah, that's how we we were inspired to build Mochi Market together.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, it's just always nice to hear how people start and how the ideas start. So I got some questions. So I'm just looking at the comments and I want to get some questions in from our audience. Are you ready to take a couple of the hard-hitting questions from the Cryptowise audience here?
Yeah,
okay.
wow.
So it says, oh, someone wants to know, Sophia, do you own any NFTs on the Mochi market?
Mochi market, not yet, because our market is now on testnet, but the mainnet will be on next week, and I'm sure I will create my own NFT. I've been working with the designer.
Do you own any NFTs outside? Like, are you an NFT collector in general?
Yes, I have RC Infinity. I like RC Infinity, and I like the non-fungible token games in general. So at Mochi Market, we also focus on non-fungible token games, which also related to one of the things that we are focusing on, which is creating the utility for non-fungible token. Because we think that non-fungible token are cool, but what can you do with non-fungible token, right?
All right.
You hold
building utility for
yeah. So it's a way of
interesting.
resources.
So let's I want to take a minute here. I want to take a minute and just walk through. Marv, do you have the Medium post that they have? Because they have Mochi has a contest on right now, actually. So I think it's the second. Yeah, so it's actually not that article. It's the one underneath it, I believe. Yeah, this one here, the NFT limited edition lottery event. So this is going on right now, everyone. This is their NFT limited edition lottery event. So if you hold a certain amount of MOMA, you get, so every 1,000 MOMA that you hold, you get a ticket to be part of this NFT lottery. They're going to be giving, there's going to be 50 winners, and they're going to be giving 1,000 MOMA to each winner, but also a limited edition NFT that they've designed. Let's reveal the NFTs there, Marv. You got the NFTs there? So there's 5 different, there they are, 5 different NFTs right now. So this lottery is going on right now. Is that right, Sophia? And there's a couple of days left. This is going, I think, until June 2nd.
Yes.
So
there's only a couple of days left. So you guys have to hurry up. And MOMA is super undervalued right now. So it's a great chance to buy MOMA and stand a chance to be this cute Mochi NFT. We will be having 50 NFT from this PEP 1155 and NFT collections. And if you own more than 1,000 MOMA, you stand a chance at the lottery. And on top of that, after you own the NFT, you'll be airdrop an additional 1,000 MOMA.
That's right. So 50 winners. So if you hold 1,000, every 1,000 MOMA that you hold, you get a ticket to the lottery, and they're going to be picking 50 winners. Each winner will get a limited edition, one of these NFTs here, and also 1,000 MOMA airdrop to you. So it is a great, and like Sophia said, the market has been crushed. The whole crypto market has been crushed in the last couple of weeks. So MOMA is very, very affordable right now. So there's a couple of days left to enter into this contest. So have a look at it for sure. There's the MOMA token, only 8 cents right now, very undervalued compared to its all-time highs. So very cheap to get in on this NFT lottery. All right, Sophia, let's see if I have one more. Let's see if I can find one more question here, and then we'll look to pick a couple of winners before we let you get on with your day. So let's see. You can have a look too at the comments if there's one question that stands out for you that you really want to answer. If not, I will find one as well.
Questions. Oh, what about my MOMA farm? Okay, somebody asked about MOMA farm, so we'd like to talk about that as well.
Okay.
See, right? Why not? Yeah. So MOMA farm, now we have a lot of different farming products on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. We have a single MOMA staking pool. We use stake MOMA, and you have APY. Currently, API is 142%. For the single pool MOMA, and then we have MOMA BNB, which is 700%. We have which is for 6 months, and then we have MOMA BNB 3 months, which is 600%, and MOMA BNB with no vesting as well. And then we have another on Ethereum. But I don't think that you want to farm on Ethereum right now. So we have a Binance Smart Chain option.
Right. Yeah, that's good. So
to farm, but we have very, very high interest for more.
So you were saying, yeah, so the highest APY right now is 140 something percent. Is that right? So that's great.
700 segment vesting.
Wow.
Can may I share this one? May I share the screenshot? May I share my screen? Okay, how can I share this?
I don't know if we'll be able to, but we'll try to find it. We'll try to find it and share it. So how is the let's just so you did mention that the mainnet, so you've been testing the marketplace for the Binance Smart Chain, and you mentioned that the mainnet is coming out very soon. So when do you expect the mainnet to be launched?
The mainnet could be launched next week. We had a test net which was launched like 2 weeks ago, and then we have been taking feedback from the user, and they have been giving us a lot of good feedback. We have been also improving the UI UX for the mainnet as well. So mainnet will be scheduled for this coming week. By the way, we also have NFT design, which is gonna launch with the mainnet as well. So if you are an NFT creators and designer, we're welcome to join our program.
Awesome,
and create
great.
your own NFT on Mochi Market. Then for this day, you can create your own NFT in Mochi Market and sell them. But for the next day, you can swap them. You can use them as well. So a lot of exciting development is coming.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing all that info for us, Sophia. A lot of questions coming in. So where's the best place for people to reach out to the team, ask you guys questions? Is it on Telegram? Is that probably the best place for them to reach
Telegram
you?
is the best place. I'm very active there. So I also engage with the community in Telegram as well.
Great. So if you guys have more questions for Sophia, make sure that you join the Mochi Market Telegram group. And okay, all right, before you go, Sophia, this is it. This is the big moment.
Hold on. I also I just want to say that people, there are questions about people, where can you buy Mochi and MOMA? Well, I'm seeing here that it's available on PancakeSwap, it's available on Uniswap, it's available on Gate.io. And there's also an ETH and BSC bridge for MOMA that you can get on Mochi.market as well.
Yes, correct. So right now you can, if you want to use a centralized exchange, then you can buy it on Gate. But otherwise, you can buy on Pancake, which is the cheapest options, I think, on Uniswap.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's important for everyone to know where they can pick some up, because it's really it's a great price right now. Not financial advice, everybody. As you guys know, nothing on this channel is financial advice. It is solely our own research and recommendations. Don't risk what you can't afford to lose. But yeah, I mean, looking at the price of MOMA right now, it's definitely an opportunity to buy. The entire market is down, which explains kind of why it's at where it's at. The entire altcoin market is down. It's currently sitting at 8 cents. And so it is available on both centralized and decentralized exchanges. You can check it out on mochi.market to get all the information and quick links there.
All right. So, Sophia, this is going to be tough because we have a lot of comments coming in. We have a lot of questions, a lot of comments. People are excited that you're here, but this is the moment of truth. All right, people, keep those comments coming because Sophia is going to choose 2 winners right now.
Oh, boy.
And those winners are going to get 200.
There's so many comments.
Yeah, there's a lot of
army. There's an army of Mochi lovers in here, which is amazing. We've never seen this many comments.
We have very supportive community members, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank our community members, our supporters, our fans, our MOMA strongholders to be with us, especially during this difficult market situation, which is difficult for entrepreneurs projects, not only for ourselves. So really thank you for your support and thank you for being with us. I think that, yeah, may I? Yeah, may I
Well,
take
first
some time?
of all, we got to stop. Some people are just cutting and pasting the same comment over and over and over again. That's okay. We don't
Yeah,
want that, guys. Come up.
yeah.
If you want to
I
comment 100 times, come up with 100 different comments at least.
Yes, and
So,
you should comment something positive and wonderful about Mochi Market and MOMA, right? Something new, because I read some comment with like some people sent in the AMA already, and I don't want to repeat the comment, right? So I would like to see the new comment. Shall we do that? Shall I take my time to do the comment maybe after the show, because I think I don't want to take some of the guys' time.
well, I think we
this is a
should
lot of
pick.
comments.
I think this is what we should do. I think you should pick one winner right now before you leave, and
Okay, yeah.
then text me the another comment in the next, say, 15 minutes while we're still on air, and then I'll announce that second winner.
Okay.
Okay. So for
no
now,
pressure. No pressure.
No pressure for right now. Pick one winner. This person, whoever Sophia picks right now, is getting 200 MOMA. These beautiful, sweet MOMAs. Okay. Who is it going to be, Sophia?
Yeah. Let me read through the comments first.
Take a second. Read through the comments. For everybody that's just starting to watch, we are interviewing Sophia, the CEO of Mochi, our special guest here, and we're going through some of the comments because there's some sweet, sweet, precious MOMA that's about to be won, and you can continue to comment throughout the episode as we're going to continue to pick a winner. We're going to pick one shortly, and then we're going to pick another one towards the end of the episode. Sophia's in charge, so make sure to make them very, very positive, exciting comments. And we've got a lot of people in here, okay? So we're only seeing 39 likes. If you're a big fan of the channel, if you're a big fan of Mochi, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to Cryptowise. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Sophia, how are we doing over there?
I will suggest the following. I'll take my time to do the comment, and also for people that have time to comment new comments as well, because from what I read through, some of these comments, actually a lot of them are those from the other AMA or the AMA that we've been having. So I would like to see comment which is new, which is fresh, which is supportive, like spreading some good words about Mochi that I have not seen before. Right. So shall we pick the winner after the shows?
No. This is it. We said we're going to pick a winner. We got to pick at least one winner, and then you can text me a second winner in the next 10 minutes, and then you can take your time. But you got to pick one right now.
All right. So I will pick one. This is I guess it's a strong supporter of MOMA holder, Polygon. All right. Staking my MOMA for a long time already. So that's the comment that I like.
Sorry, what's the name? What's the name?
Polygo.
Okay.
Yeah, I can say
staking my MOMA for a long time already.
Yes, this is the kind of comment I want to see.
I love to hear that. I see it. I see it. Polygo. I see.
How you staking MOMA, and the commenter is a strong MOMA holders. We love MOMA strong holders.
We absolutely do. Well, we have
congratulations, Polygo.
Polygo, we definitely,
congratulations, Polygon, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for being here.
So, Polygo, you are the winner of 200 MOMA. Just throw in your address in the comment section. We'll grab it. We'll send it to Sophia, and we'll verify that it's you before we do that. So, okay, so that's the first winner. Sophia, thank you for joining us. Text me. Okay, we're going to say goodbye to you now, but you take some time off air, have a look at the comments, and text me who you want the second winner to be. Okay?
And lastly, just before we go, Mochi has a brand new YouTube channel that you should check out. It's mochi.market. It's on YouTube. Check it out. The link is in the description of this video as well. Sophia, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time today. I know a lot of our community appreciates seeing your face and having you on here, and we hope to continue this conversation.
Thank you so much, guys, and it's such a pleasure being here. Thank you so much, Cryptowise communities. I'm sure you guys are very wise, like the hosts themselves.
Absolutely. We've got a lot of wise guys and girls in this community.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Well, we're
I've been
really
watching your YouTube video as well and really like them as a viewer. So yeah.
thank you
Great job,
so
guys.
much. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
that,
much.
and we're gonna stay in touch. And for everyone that's watching, make sure to check out Mochi. We're gonna continue to talk about it, and there'll be more winners. So continue those comments on the project. Sophia wants to see new comments talking about the positive parts of this project. So make sure to send them into the chat, and she'll be monitoring those. Thanks again, Sophia. We really appreciate having you on today.
Thank you so much, and we'll talk soon. Thank you, everyone, and see you soon. Make sure you subscribe to our new channels, and we'll be doing live streaming over there as well.
Awesome. And next time, I promise we'll get this video working much better for you, okay?
Yeah, we do together. Maybe we can get our technical guys in here as well.
I think we need them. All right. Thank you, Sophia. All right. Moving right along here, Milton. Moving right along. I am watching the markets just real quick. A little quick recap. Bitcoin is at 35,483. It is moving along. It is trying. It is chucking itself upward. We've got Matic and some of the other players moving along with it. It's very interesting to see what's going on here, Milton. As we've said in this earlier, Bitcoin is kind of the at the cusp. It's in critical condition, and all of us are here helping try to support it and put it on life support, because we don't want this to end. We want Bitcoin to continue. We want this bull market to continue, and there's a couple of major moves that could happen. I've seen comments out there, Milt, about anyone that thinks that we're still in a bull are in delusion, but there's still a lot of positive people out there. I know our narrative remains positive because that's our honest belief. What do you think that's happening over here, Milt?
Look, I think nothing's really changed since the big crash. It's there's everyone wants to argue: are we in a bear? Are we in a bull? That seems to be the prevailing argument and narrative out there. Honestly, for me, it doesn't. I'm not really paying attention to that. Like I think for Bitcoin, look, could we go lower? Yes. So am I going to protect myself against that possibility? For sure. But I've been buying. Again, like I talked about the greed index at 10, which is the lowest it's been in, I think, ever. So I don't know what the bottom is. And, it's really hard to get those bottoms to buy in at the bottom and sell at the top. So I've just been buying little bits as it goes down. Now, I also think that when we pump next, when we see some really strong buy action, I don't think it's going to be on a weekend. I think it's probably going to be during the week. And so,
this is a long weekend, I believe, in North America, is it not?
Yeah, in the States, it's a long weekend. So we got tomorrow still to go. So look, you know what I think has been an interesting narrative that I don't know. We talked a lot about it when it happened, when Elon Musk brought up the whole environmental
of course,
challenges of Bitcoin. I was watching some of the consensus videos, the big conference on crypto, the consensus, and Kathy Wood was on there. She was interviewed. Do you know Kathy Wood? She's got the ARK ETF.
Yeah, of course.
She's, obviously a big name in traditional finance, huge Tesla investor. She talked about that narrative, about the whole environmental narrative around Bitcoin. And that's just a huge, it's a huge narrative in all these big corporations right now. They all only want to support environmentally friendly or environmentally progressive companies. And so ETFs like hers and these other institutions, I think it did put a big pause, as she said, on the institutional buying in a way that we maybe didn't give enough credit to. Now, do I think all these institutions will eventually buy in? Yes. But I think we got to wait for this larger narrative of the environmental impact of Bitcoin to kind of play out, because I've been reading in mainstream media, that seems to be all they're talking about. All they're doing is picking up on this, it's bad for the environment narrative. And I actually saw, which kind of goes well with talking to Sophia from Mochi because of non-fungible tokens. I saw this article here, Marv, from The Guardian. Now, The Guardian is a big newspaper in the UK, and they had this article here about non-fungible tokens being bad for the environment. Okay, so the mainstream media has picked up on this. Crypto is bad for the environment, and they're they're going with it. And so I think until this plays out, you're not going to see the institutions kind of come out publicly saying that they're buying crypto. So
this was a very, very, very the narrative around the environment is a sticky one, and the institutions will optically, they have to make, I think a lot of them want to participate, right, and join into this, but they also don't want to have the image that they're making moves that are bad for the environment that could have a negative impact optically for them, is what you're saying, right? And so this is a tough one. And it's unfortunate that it's sticking around this long. Nothing's really changed over the years in terms of cryptocurrency. I mean, what's good for the environment? What industry is really, I mean, if you look at everything as a whole, how I understand that mining consumes a lot of power. I get it. But so does everything we do. I mean, hosting the show is bad for the environment. Me breathing is bad. Me running the tap right, to get some water isn't great for the environment. I had a shower this morning. It was horrible for the environment. Milt?
Yeah, no, I
how
agree
do we
with
get
you
past
100%.
So what do you think is going to, how long do you think this narrative is going to stick around for, and how long will the negative impact be before the institutions, are persuaded to the idea that it's not going to have a negative impact on the optically for them?
Look, I'm not saying that this is going to be how long it takes for Bitcoin to come back, but I think this could be a few months. I think it could be a few months because they love to hang on to these narratives. It's obviously a false narrative, but I think what's going to replace it is you're going to see a lot of people within crypto and within the energy space come together, create a lot of good partnerships. We've already seen it. Michael Saylor talking to Elon Musk and them creating the Miner advocacy group for environmental. But I think that's going to take a couple of months. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin's not going to rally before then, but I think that could, I think it's going to be a few months before we see companies kind of publicly come out and announce all sorts of environmental, utilities for Bitcoin. Like I was at that Kathy Wood interview. The other thing she said is that she already sees how certain renewable energy companies, there's a lot of energy that gets produced that gets wasted.
Of course.
It doesn't come into the system directly.
Yeah.
And she's talking to a lot of companies that are actually just building Bitcoin mining rigs, hooking it up and using that excess energy to mine Bitcoin. And so I think you're going to see
and
like
and
that.
I was talking to a company, an oil and gas company that was using the offsets from the gas that's released into the atmosphere naturally from their processes, and they're now utilizing that and have set up mining operations at those facilities to use that gas, that off gas that would generally be a pollutant, to create more, to use that energy from it to mine. So there's a lot of different things that are going to happen. But in your opinion, I mean, right now, it seems that the entire market is tied to each and every second of Bitcoin's move. So if Bitcoin goes up this second, the alts are green. You can watch my screen there. If Bitcoin goes down a couple bucks, the alts go red. At what point, so a couple questions. At what point is there a detachment again from Bitcoin and the alts and all the other coins, where investors say, you know what, who cares what Bitcoin's at? We're going to start, our fear level is no longer as great, and we're going to start investing again in altcoins. When does that detachment happen, if it happens?
I don't think it's I think Bitcoin is the next thing to pump. I don't see alts pumping without Bitcoin pumping first. I mean, that's my opinion, obviously. Not financial advice. I could be wrong, obviously.
Yeah, no, of course.
But that's what I'm thinking. That's what I think. I think Bitcoin launched Bitcoin always launches any sort of big alt movement. in the past. And I think that's where we're at. I mean, if we see the huge decline in Bitcoin price recently, I don't see the alts just going crazy without Bitcoin moving. I think Bitcoin is going to be the first to move, and then we'll see some other ones follow. Now, that said, there's been a few alts kind of that have been outliers a bit, like everything dipped.
Yeah, of course.
But you're seeing things like Cardano kind of
Cardano,
building a bit of
Matic
strength.
as well.
Matic.
I've got Matic.
So I think there are some outliers in terms of like they won't be as crushed as everything else, and they might kind of creep back to a pretty solid level. But will they take off to that next leg without Bitcoin going first? I don't think so.
So your belief is that Bitcoin will always remain the dominant force that dictates the path of the market. You don't believe, because there's a lot of guys talking. Ian Bellina, who's the CEO and founder of Token Metrics, which, by the way, guys, this is Token Metrics is a product that we use every single day in our research. I highly recommend it. They've got an amazing artificial intelligence technology. They do a ton of research on all the major coins and a lot of altcoins that you, if you're in crypto and you're here to stay and you want to be an experienced investor, I recommend you use something like Token Metrics. We are affiliated with them. We're now officially part of their affiliate program. We have a referral link in the description below. But Ian, who's the CEO, and other guys, I've seen a lot of guys on Twitter talking about this. They believe that at some point that Bitcoin dominance is going to come to a point where Ethereum actually overtakes Bitcoin dominance and Ether starts being the major player in terms of market movement. And do you believe that that's possible, and is it something we might see in this cycle, or do you think are you sticking to the idea that Bitcoin is always going to be that dominant force for the market?
No, I mean, I think that's possible, but I don't see that in the short term. I don't see that for this cycle. Like maybe I think Ethereum might, the gap between them might narrow. You might see the flippening where Ethereum has a bigger market cap than Bitcoin for, a short little while this cycle. But in terms of what is the driver of the overall crypto market, especially right now, if you're asking me short term, 100%, I still think it's Bitcoin.
Right. But if Bitcoin is going to stay, if you think it could take months for Bitcoin to really recover, then technically, I mean, we're in a bear trend, right? I mean, if it's going to take months, because if everything's tied to Bitcoin, I don't necessarily think.
I'm not saying Bitcoin. Yeah, sorry, Marv. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm not saying. I think we underestimated the narrative around environmental, and to me, honestly, and make sure people understand what I'm saying here. I don't believe it. To me, it's a false narrative. It's ridiculous. I think it's stupid. This whole environment, Bitcoin's bad for the environment, but the big corporations, the trust funds, they're all latching onto it. So I do think, so what I'm saying is, I think it's going to be a few months before they have that narrative shifts. But I think Bitcoin can recover in the short term to, definitely over 40, over 50, kind of regaining some of its momentum. But in terms of that next major leg up this bull run, I expect that it won't be, I think it's going to take a little bit longer than if this narrative hadn't come into play here. And I think, because I think those institutions are what take it to that next level, the 100 and above level. So
right
from 35, could we get to 50 again in the near future? I think so. I'm buying Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin all weekend.
I bought some more too.
Yeah, I'm continuing to buy. So I think that in the short term, I think I think it's going to strengthen, but in terms of those big movements up, I think we got to get past this narrative, because unfortunately it's what the mainstream institutional money has.
There's also, so that narrative aside, there's a lot of narrative too about the idea that the institutions are playing into this deeply. Well, the media and institutions almost working in sync to play into this, to bring Bitcoin back down to the 25 to 30 range so that they can start their accumulation process. I mean, there's a lot of information out there. The charts are leading towards that. There's also a lot of fear that if Bitcoin goes below 30 once again, that it could be catastrophic for this cycle if it gets into those 20 digits. Right now, it could be challenging for Bitcoin. I think a lot of people, my opinion is such that I don't believe necessarily. I believe that there has been a lot of market manipulation. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that there's a lot of accumulation happening. There's a lot of people making money in futures up and down in this cycle right now. The charts, from any TA that you talk to is going to tell you that right now, if you're doing any futures trading, long or short, you're rolling dice and gambling because there's no indication of one to the other. No one really knows what the hell is going on. But a lot of people think that there's the idea that this is an accumulation phase, that it's been manipulated to bring the price down, to have the institutions have an opportunity to come in and accumulate, or the whales, or whoever you want to talk about. But that leads me to a question that I think myself and a lot of people ask, Milt, is what do we do? I mean, a lot of people have run out of money, right? A lot of crypto supporters are already in the market. They're sitting on assets. They would love to continue to buy the dip, right? Everyone says buy the dip, and I don't disagree. There's some amazing prices happening. There's some amazing buy opportunities. 100%. I want to keep buying more, but the tap runs dry for a lot of people in the retail market. And so what does average Joe do when they can no longer buy the dips, Milt, and they just got to sit back and watch? Or what do you suggest?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's finding, okay, so yeah, obviously, ideally you're buying the dip, and I'm buying, but I'm buying a lot less than I would in the heyday because
Right.
yeah, I put basically all my money in the market right now. And so any little bits of money that come in outside of that, I'm putting into Bitcoin and to DOT. Those are my two that I'm buying right now. So, with everything I own though, I'm trying to earn interest on what I own. And that's the great thing about crypto. One of the reasons to be in crypto to begin with is in the traditional market right now. If you're in fiat and you got all your money in the bank, you're getting nothing for that money. Right. And that money is losing value day after day after day. So the great thing about crypto is if you can ignore the volatility of it, it has value in DeFi. And so there are many ways that you can use, especially the major coins, to get great yield. And so for me, I make sure that most of what I own is either staked somewhere, so I'm earning staking rewards for it, if it's my altcoins, or if it's kind of Bitcoin or something else, I'm either using Celsius to get some interest on it, or I'm some lending DeFi platforms to get a good yield on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we talked about this in the last show. You got Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, who bought a DeFi company recently in Canada. A lot of people are making moves into that, and I'm doing the same. For me, so I have been continuing to buy the dip. I'm one of the lucky ones that made some strategic moves and have been holding on to some stable coins. When ETH went over 4,000, I told you guys I sold 50% of my bag. I'm buying more ETH right now. I'm buying more Bitcoin. I'm buying more DOT. I'm actually buying a few other projects like Matic. As I told you in the last show, I've been buying Matic. I think that Matic's a good play. There's a lot of good ones. I've also been buying more Elixir. I know we continued to talk about this. They delayed their token launch, and there's been some really interesting buy opportunities there, Milt. It's a small, high-risk project, but the guys are doing a lot on it. It's not on CoinMarket, it's on CoinGecko, but it's been jumping up and down between 6 to 10 cents. So anytime it goes under $7, $6 to $10. I'm picking small amounts up to load that bag. It's back up here around 7. But if you look at the chart, it's had some spikes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And so there's been opportunities all across the board to start building bags. Now, these high risk coins like Lix, I actually think Lixer is because I'm big on Uniswap and I'm big on DeFi, especially coming into the summer. So I think a project like Lixer has a huge upside, but it is one of my high risk bags that I put into a different category. So the majority.
But for me, Marv, the thing about Lix that's beautiful, and like these are the kind
you
of
go back to DeFi
really
earnings, right? Liquidity earnings.
It's the utility of it.
Yeah,
if you want to add liquidity to Uniswap, now that we're in version 3, and this is why I'm excited about Lix, because I love adding, I know impermanent losses is something you got to worry about, but long term for me, I've been someone who, when Uniswap launched version 2, I started putting liquidity in. And honestly, even though I had a lot of impermanent loss here and there in different pairs, it did way better for me in the long run than not. And it's kind of one of those strategies where you can kind of just know that your assets are working for you. So I love adding liquidity to the major protocols like Uniswap. And what I love about Licks is the whole thing about Licks is it's a way for you to really use that liquidity as effective as possible. And this is what's exciting about Uniswap version 3 is if you have crypto and you want to use it to put it in liquidity in Uniswap, you're going to be able to get way better returns on it now through Uniswap version 3 organically, and then using something like Licks that's going to automatically use your capital in the most efficient way. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm I'm super bullish on Uniswap as well. Even in these markets right now, Uni's a bag that I've been building up because I think we're going to have a really, really strong DeFi comeback this summer, and I want to be heavily tied with some investments in that space, and Uniswap being the best of them. And especially now that they're integrating both of those layer 2 solutions, things are moving along in the right direction for Uniswap. And I think Licks are...
And Uniswap just announced that consensus that it sounds like they're going to be voting on adding more liquidity mining.
Oh, really?
Uniswap. Yeah, they did that. So when they launched the Uni token last year, there was a small window where there were a few pairs, mostly the stable coin pairs, where you could mine for the Uni token. And it sounds like they're going to be bringing back some form of liquidity mining for the Uni token on Uniswap version 3. So that would be exciting.
That's really exciting. Polygo, thank you so much for supporting the channel. And I think was Poly our winner of the MOMA challenge?
Polygo was our winner.
Woo, Poly.
So I want to remind people listening, because some people might not have caught our interview with Sophia Ho from Mochi Market. We are giving away MOMA. We are giving away MOMA. So right now, Sophia is going through the comments, and she's going to pick 1 or 2 more comments to win 200 MOMA. Okay, that's as easy as it is. All you have to do is comment on this video, and you are eligible. And remember, at the end of this video, Marvin and I are going to choose a comment to win.
You're damn right. So make sure there's some comments talking about my sexy, sexy voice, Milt. I want to hear some Marvin comments as well. I'm not sure that's really going to help, but it might. But Polygo was asking about which blockchain is the future gem in your personal opinions. For me, 100%, I'm going with Polkadot on this, Milt.
100, not even close for me. Not even close. Now, look, I've been watching a lot of stuff on Cardano this weekend, to be honest, because I haven't been a Cardano guy.
Yeah, I know.
And a lot of people talking about Cardano, and okay, I get it. I see why people are into it, but not even close for me. Polkadot is so much higher, and it is so much my number one compared to anything else. There aren't even enough numbers in the universe to say how much I like Polkadot.
Well, the thing about
any of the other blockchains.
The thing about Cardano, right, is because we're kind of FOMOing in a bit to Cardano because it's further along than Polkadot, so to speak, right? A bit. And so, they're getting a lot of attention right now, the smart contracts, et cetera, et cetera. Polkadot's a little bit behind, right? But as an investor, I don't want to be the guy investing at the hype of the cycle when things are already done and launched. Polkadot is still quietly building as a beast. It's still quietly building. And when its day comes, you're going to see a lot of people running, jumping, FOMOing the hell into it. I strongly believe that. Not just the DOT ecosystem, a lot of the DOT projects, Kylan and some of the other Kilt and some of the other amazing Polkadot projects, people are going to run right at it, Milt. I believe it.
Also, the thing that some people don't understand about Polkadot is they're going to change the whole narrative around what a blockchain is. So right now we have Ethereum, and Ethereum's layer 1. And right now, now all we talk about are side chains like Matic, Polygon, or layer 2s, like Scale or some of these other layer 2s. Polkadot is a layer 0. Okay, you got to think of Polkadot as layer 0. and then all the parachains as layer ones. So they're totally rewriting and reworking how a blockchain works, so that you don't have this one mammoth blockchain that everyone has to build off of. It's a whole different design where all of these parachains are their own blockchain, layer ones, but they can all talk to each other. And it's going to bridge to every other major blockchain. So
you said something to me that was
100%.
Yeah, you said something in our conversation before, which was really interesting. When you heard Gavin Wood talking, I think it was at Decoded. I'm not sure if it was at Decoded, but you heard him talking about, because he was one of the co-creators of Ethereum. And what did he say? He said, how long did it take to build Ethereum?
Right. So he was one of the major devs on Ethereum. He said it took them about 3 weeks or so, and it was mostly just him to build out. They had kind of come up together with the vision for it, and he was kind of built out the major kind of coding of it for the first. He said it took him about 3 weeks.
Right.
And
what,
and
3 years so far?
And then
on
based on what he learned from that experience, he said to build Polkadot, it took 40 to 60 expert mathematicians and developers, and it's taken them over 3 years to build.
Holy shit.
So that's, it's a major difference in terms of the vision and ambition for it. And it's all based on what he learned from working on Ethereum and what he saw as, okay, I see now, having built Ethereum, what would be a better design for a blockchain. Now, what's more smart about what he did was he wasn't like, I'm going to try to compete with Ethereum. He said, I'm going to build this amazing blockchain over here. It's going to be a layer 0, so it can grow. It's going to be easy to grow. I'm going to have all the parachains will be their own blockchain. They're going to all talk to each other, but it's going to be compatible to and interoperable with all other blockchains, including, of course, Ethereum blockchains or Ethereum compatible blockchains. So he just changed the narrative around, the blockchain wars, where you had to choose. He's saying, no, I'm gonna get the smartest people I know together. We're gonna build this blockchain, but we know it has to be able to talk to the other blockchains. It's multi-chain universe.
It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to look back or move, in a year from now or 2 years, in the next couple of years, when we're looking at Polkadot and we're looking at it today at $20, and this early talking about DOT and how its impact is going to be. Fast forward 6, 12, 24 months from now, it's going to be a completely different conversation.
That actually brings me to a couple of vaults that I wanted to mention, because we haven't mentioned them on the channel recently, and my screen has been all wonky again, Marv, because
we got it. Yeah, I know. We got to fix this. We'll work on it.
This is one that you got in way before I did, and it's not a parachain necessarily. I haven't heard any talk about them getting their own parachain, but it is a Polkadot substrate project that is going to be part of Polkadot. Maybe they're going to do a parathread instead of a parachain, but that's a Reef.
Yes.
Reef Finance.
Absolutely.
I know we got a lot of people watching the show who are into Reef, and their mainnet is launching, Marv.
Yeah, I know.
They're launching.
I know.
They're actually launched on the 28th.
I think it did.
So,
yeah, it just launched.
Yeah, it just launched. So shout out to Reef. It's definitely still one that I got my eye on. I don't own any anymore. I did at one point and I sold, but I still watch it and I still see what they're doing and continue to keep an eye on what they're building. And so that was one that I have my eye on that we haven't talked about in a long time. And the other one is Robonomics.
Right.
They are going after a Kusama parachain. On their website, they've got, which is robonomics.network. They have all the information you need if you want to be part. It's actually a really fun kind of crowd loan that they're doing to get their parachain. But in terms of price, they're down. They're way down from their all-time high. And this is one that I've liked for a long time. They're almost 80% down.
96.4 according to this. But according to CoinGecko, I don't know if that's true or not. It says 96.4% from all-time high. But their all-time high recorded here is $461. I don't see that on the chart, so something seems off a bit. But
yeah, that one might be off. I've got the coin market cap here, and they have the all-time high as $78.28.
Wow.
So they have
that's what I'm seeing on the chart here is 78, but I don't know why. Anyways, but yeah, I mean it's way down, way down. And we've been talking about, you and I personally together have been talking about XRT for a long time.
A long time, yeah.
I might need to get a bag, to be honest with you. I have never bought it. I always wanted it, but then it pumped so much that I thought I missed the boat. But the boat is returned. It is now at the dock waiting for us.
Yeah, it's number one on my BIDAR right now at this price, and I do believe it's available on PancakeSwap. So it's even cheaper to pick them up.
Is it on Pancake as well?
Yeah, I believe it. It was for a while. It must still be there.
Okay. I don't see it there, but
I got some breaking news here, Marv.
Oh boy. Breaking news. What do we got?
Well, I need some sort of sound effect of something.
Okay, hold on. I'll give you some. How about no? Is that not
our breaking news?
Yeah, that's our new breaking news. Breaking news.
Oh, God. That's
okay. How about our horn? There we go. We got some breaking news, everybody. What do we got, Milt?
I've got another winner here. Sophia has texted me the next winner.
Oh, we've got a winner. I love it.
This person is winning 200 MOMA.
I love
their
my
name
sweet MOMA.
Their name is Ray.
R-E-Y.
R-E-Y.
So, Ray,
if you're still watching the show, I hope you are, because you just won 200 sweet MOMA.
Woo! And, Ray, my boy, you just won some sweet MOMA. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think that you had one of their comments up there, but they actually won for the comment that said, "Same here. I am farming and staking." So Ray is a farmer and staking of MOMA, and they just won 200 more MOMA to add to their pile.
That's awesome.
All right,
that's awesome, Ray. Congratulations. I really, Milt, I really enjoyed talking to Sophia. She's extremely intelligent. I like her honesty. I like that she's willing to put her face on this and get up here and talk about this exciting project during these times. I really enjoyed having her on the show.
Oh, Ray's still here. Ray's asking, how can I claim? Ray, just throw in your wallet address in the comments.
One thing I didn't see, though, is I didn't see Ray talking about how much he loves Marvin at all. So, but I guess I wasn't involved in this one.
Well, you know who loves Marvin is Audrey San.
What?
Audrey San, one of our followers, and
Audrey?
I guess Audrey did a super chat today that we missed, so we got to go back and find their super chat.
We got a super chat from Audrey. What up, Audrey? Thank you so much for your super. Best team in crypto, Cryptowise. Always bringing content and good advice. Marvin and Milton, always on the spot. Their every word intoxicating like pot. Wow, Audrey, thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. And those
That's going to be hard to beat. That is going to be hard to beat because you and I get to now pick a winner before the end of the show. And I just want to so yeah, you and I are going to be picking a winner of 200 sweet MOMA. Someone recently in the comments, I guess, just tuned in because they said, "What the F is MOMA?" Is that the Museum of Modern Art?
Oh my gosh! Well, you can simply rewind. You can simply rewind. But guys, please do us a huge favor. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure to click on that notifications. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend you do. We appreciate all of you. We've got so many wise guys and girls that have joined the Cryptowise Club. Honestly, and most of us have done so well. One thing you'll find about Cryptowise is that Milton and Marv, as amazing as we are, as handsome as we are, as beautiful as our voices sound, the most important thing is you're going to get truly honest advice from us. We continuously talk about the projects that we believe in and bring information as quickly to you as you can. So make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. Thank you for everybody that already has. Milt, so you're saying that you and I get to pick a winner here?
Yeah, Patrick had a good little comment. Did you see Patrick's comment?
I
Marv
don't,
has
what
the
are you
look.
talking?
Milty has
Well,
the
first of all,
brains.
thank you, buddy. Thank you. I know I'm a handsome dude. But does that mean what? So I'm brain dead? What does that mean, Milt?
No, you're not brain dead. You're just, my brain is bigger, which gives me this grotesque head, which is why you have the looks, I guess.
Patrick. All right, I still love you, Patrick. Thank you. I know I'm the good-looking one. I know that, and yes, it is true. Milt is one of the most intelligent old men I've ever met in the crypto universe.
When you're as old as I am, you got to have some wisdom.
You know when I first brought Sophia on in the green room, she said, "Are you? Can I ask? Are you guys twins?" And we get that so often, Milt. Like, I just wish one day we might reveal ourselves if we're allowed. But no, we're not twins. But thank you, Sophia, because we do sound alike. So a lot of people say we sound alike. I think it's funny.
I think we talk too often to each other. We're turning into each other, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
But I will always have the brains, and you will always have the looks, according to.
Well,
Patrick,
I'll tell you something else, Patrick, that I do have, and that's balls, because I'm one of the most ballsy crypto investors you'll ever meet. I keep in a circle of really ballsy investors, and Milton and I balance each other out. Milton's kind of the sound, sort of wise guy that makes really wise decisions, and I sometimes make really ballsy, high risk decisions, and we balance each other out nicely, I think.
Yeah, that's I agree with you. Yeah, if you're a high risk fly, we got the high risk flyer adventurer in Marvin, and then we got the slow and steady. It's the tortoise and the hare.
The tortoise and the hare. And so what? I'm the hare?
Yeah, I guess
I'm freaking. I'll tell you one thing. I'm losing my hair, Milt, in this market this last 2 weeks. I wake up in the morning and I've got more hair on my pillow than on my head, and it's freaking me the hell out. There's got to be some new crypto pill products that should come out to make sure that I don't lose any more hair and that I can sleep better at night. I think that's a project I will back. A hair loss crypto blockchain tied to the block. If I could tie my hair to the blockchain, Milt, I'm all in.
I'm with you. I mean, this market has been, it has aged me. I'm already ancient, and it's aged me even more. I think I've broken maybe the Guinness Book of World Records of the oldest man in the world now after this crypto crash. All right, Marv. Well, how are we going to pick? We got to pick a winner here. How are we going to do it? So
get your comments in real fast, because we're going to close this up soon, and we've got some tasty MOMA from our friends at Mochi, and so we're giving away 200 MOMA are being given away here in the next few seconds. So send in those comments. Let's take a look here, Milt. I hope you've been looking.
I'm having a look here. I got to say, I like Michael's comment. Ha ha ha! Like Pinky in the Brain is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It has nothing to do with MOMA, but I do like it. I do like it.
MOMA to the moon, 200K market cap. All right, we got some. So yeah, let's see if anyone can fit Milton, Marvin, and MOMA into or Mochi. You got to fit Milton, Marvin, Mochi, and MOMA into a sentence, and you could win 200 MOMA.
Yeah, I agree. Clarity Trade said to myself, I'm not watching another influencer, exception for Cryptowise, guys. You can't listen to everyone. You'll go crazy. I absolutely agree. Thank you so much, Clarity. We appreciate that. One thing I said is, you're going to get 100% transparency and honesty from us. And so, there's pros and cons to everybody. One thing you'll get from us is a bunch of honest, transparent information, and hopefully really helpful information to help you guys do really well in crypto. So thank you for that comment. Yeah.
Gotta love Milton when you buy MOMA. I like that one, Johnny Crypto #1.
Yeah, that's nice, except there's no mention of Marv. Marvin and Milton's user will be rich if MOMA turns out to be a great project. We buy in. Well, okay. Yeah, well, that's true.
Some people haven't dropped. Marv, Milty, and Mochi are the 3M of crypto. I kind of like that one.
I like that. The 3M of crypto, Bella Holden. I like that. that.
Moss Free's got a good one too. My MOMA told me to buy Milton and Marvin a Mochi. That's pretty good.
That is clever. Nice one, Moss. I like that. I can't believe, Milt, that we still have this many people sitting here listening to us banter. I don't even know what the hell we're bantering
Because
about.
they want to win some
They
sweet
want to win
MOMA.
that sweet MOMA. It's an awesome project. I actually really like it. The NFTs are cool. They're doing some cool things. And so, yeah, who wouldn't want to win some sweet MOMA? I'm gonna let you do the honors because I don't want any haters, and I think if I pick, then a lot of people will not like me as much. I'd rather you be that person. You'll have one person who loves you, so that's good.
All right, I'm gonna have some haters here. But I gotta go with Michael Rotterman.
Whoa, okay. Michael.
Yeah, a bit of a dark horse here. He wrote, Milton and Marvy went to the fish market for some sushi. A taxi driver dropped them off at the Mochi market and ended up with some MOMA. I like it. So
Michael Rotterman. Congratulations. You have just won yourself some sweet MOMA. 200? Is it 200 MOMA?
200 sweet MOMA. So just throw in your address there, and we'll send you some sweet MOMA.
That's awesome. And special thanks to Mochi.
Special thanks to Mochi, Sophia from Mochi. They're the ones providing the MOMA for our viewers today. And also, just a reminder, it is a Binance Smart Chain token. So you'll get the BEP20 version of MOMA. So make sure the address you send us accepts BEP20 tokens.
Yeah, you don't want to screw that up because I want some MOMA myself. Hopefully Sophia will like my comments. I'm going to get into their YouTube channel and subscribe myself and start commenting. Maybe I'll win some more MOMA for myself because I want to increase my bag of my MOMA. Milt, that was awesome. That's a lot of fun. We're bringing to you guys, we've got a lot of awesome CEOs coming to this channel next week on Thursday. We're scheduled to have Dylan, the CEO and founder of Kylan, the largest oracle on Polkadot. Kylan, as you guys know, we've talked about it a lot on the channel. It is a beast of beasts when it comes to Polkadot ecosystem. And so Dylan is a phenomenal guy. They're doing some amazing things. We're going to get some first things you haven't heard, and some inside information, hopefully, and we're going to pull out of him about all the amazing things that Kylan Network is doing. And so don't forget, you want to put that in your calendar. It's next Thursday. Milton and Marv are going live with Kylan. The CEO and founder, Dylan, is coming on, and we'll get the camera fixed so that it's smoother this time. I felt bad for Sophia because it was choppy, but we'll get all that resolved by then. This is a work in progress, right, Milt? This is a work in progress.
Yeah, we might have to change the name of our channel from Cryptowise to Technical Difficulties. But one day we'll figure it out. One day we will figure it out. It'll be smooth.
One day we will figure it out. Listen, guys, all of our Cryptowisers, all the wise guys and wise girls out there, we want to tell you how much we love you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being with us here today. Make sure to join us on Telegram. We are there. Milton's there. I'm there. We've got amazing people in our Telegram group. It's 24/7. It's called Cryptowise Official. There's a lot of people in there, so make sure to join. Again, thank you for our special guest, Sophia from Mochi, and thanks to our winners and everyone that participated on that sweet MOMA. We've got a lot more contests and giveaways that are coming. And so, thank you all so much. This is Marvin and Milton. We are signing off. We are over and out. Arrivederci. We love you. We love you. We love you.